back
Hey,
to
welcome
Media
back.
Talk.
Media Talk.
Joining
Johnny
me,
here.
joining Pete and I, we have Frank H. Walters Jr.
Hey, Frank,
Hello,
how you doing
Frankie.
tonight?
How was your 4th?
Oh, it was good.
You had a busy 4th. You had a long 4th of July day.
Really?
Well, we all
What'd you
did.
do?
Yeah, I think. Well, it was just, doing stuff around
House
the
to
house.
house to house to house.
Yeah. The neighborhood is a very active little place.
Nice.
I think we drank every beer in the neighborhood.
Did you guys
that
have a
day.
golf cart?
No.
That'd
but,
been cool.
we don't really need one. It's a very short jaunt.
Oh, okay.
It was fun, though.
So, trivia, Frankie.
Alrighty. Well, let's just do last week's question first.
Sure.
The illustrious Charles Bragg won.
Who's actually here tonight? I saw him.
I saw him a little bit earlier. He's walking around somewhere. Answered the question, which was, who was the first woman to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And much to a lot of people's surprise,
We thought it was Janis Joplin, didn't we?
Yeah. But Aretha Franklin had it.
Good old
1988.
Aretha.
When she started out back in the 60s, that was rock and roll. That
Man,
wasn't.
she went from a skinny hot woman to a thick hot woman.
That'll happen.
That'll
little
happen.
Dunkin'
Yeah.
Donuts, a little barbecue, and
That happens.
so, like I said, Charlie wins 2 tickets to this weekend's performance at the Tampa Improv with Ian Bagg, who will be on our show later. And this new question for this week is, who was the first network television news personality to receive a $1 million a year salary?
I know that one, but I won't say it.
Good. And don't put it in the newsletter either. Okay?
Thanks.
Why would you do
That'll
that?
be a lot better.
She would never do
Didn't know.
anything like that. That'd be
That's
That would be
just
silly.
crazy.
That would be just
All
dumb.
right?
I wouldn't do that.
Okay, today in history, and this is going to take me a little bit because there's a lot of stuff going on. In the 1900, one of the world's most famous trademarks, his master's voice, which is the little dog staring into the horn coming off of the record
yeah,
player
yeah,
for
yeah.
RCA.
Wow, really?
Nipper the
they
dog.
still use that.
Absolutely.
That is a great icon.
That's cool.
I like it.
Registered in 1900 on this day. In 1913, on this date, the highest temperature ever recorded in the continental United States, aside from today,
No kidding.
134 degrees.
Where?
Death Valley, California.
Really?
That must have been a fun
Absolutely.
day. You'd probably been really sweaty there.
No
In
kidding.
1938, Howard Hughes started his flight around the world, and it took him 91 hours. 38. That guy was a freak. In
Well,
1949.
how long would it take now to go around the world?
Who?
How long would it take now to go around the world?
3.5 days.
Well, it depends on what you're flying on.
Yeah.
91 hours is
You
what, a
know?
week and
If you're in a
week and
flute hog,
half.
it'll take you a day.
In a balloon, it takes a long time.
All right.
All right. The first practical rectangular television picture tube was presented today, 12 by 16, and it sold for $12.
Nice.
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 Okay, the Telstar communications satellite was launched from Cape Canaveral in '62, and that was the actual very first time we were able to satellite from here to Europe in '62. And today, in 1985, the Coca-Cola Company announced that the formula regular Coke was coming back to the shelf to replace the renamed, remember the new
That
Coke?
was the stupidest thing in the
Yeah,
world.
right. So
The new Coke.
When it came back as Coca-Cola Classic.
Gotcha.
God,
Right?
that was almost as bad as coffee Coke.
That stuff was so
You're-
bad.
you're
I know,
talking
it was
over
really,
Frank's last
really
2
bad.
minutes.
This is not so bad. It's nowhere's near Teasler.
No, you're
I'm
right.
telling you right now.
You're right.
Okay? After 1,000 years, the Russian people were finally permitted to elect a president in 1991 on this date when they elected Boris
Yep.
Yeltsin.
Yeltsin.
Okay? Today, birthdays. 1839, Adolphus Busch.
Who?
Adolphus Busch, the guy that invented Budweiser beer. He
Oh,
was
it
from
wasn't his Bush. It was Bush
Czechoslovakia.
Beer. Gotcha.
Okay. Okay, birthdays. David Brinkley, 1920. He would have been 88, but he died in 2003.
Yeah.
Fred Gwynn. Herman Munster
No.
would have been 82, but he died in 93. Arthur Ashe would
Great
have been
tennis player. Sure,
65,
if he
but
didn't
he
die.
died in 1993.
Sure.
Arlo Guthrie is 61 years old today. They were talking about it
That's
on MAF.
it? I thought he was older than
Hey,
that.
hey,
I
you're
know,
talking
he
about
looks
Frank.
old.
He
but
looks old.
You know,
You're
the
talking
thing
Frank.
about,
Frank.
Alice's restaurant,
Yeah.
his big hit, the town that he talked about that in, that's where I got my driver's license.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Stockbridge.
Nice.
Ronnie
Nice.
James Dio. Ronnie James Dio, one of the greatest rock and roll singers of all time. Sang for Black Sabbath, sang for Richie Blackmore. He's 59. Okay, and in 1967, we were listening to Windy by The Association, and Windy has stormy
Oh, gotcha. Yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
that?
All right.
I had
Wow,
to
I
learn.
don't know
I had
that
to
is.
learn how to play that in high school.
How old are you, Frank?
75. I'm old. Love will keep it. Love will keep us together by
together.
Captain and Toenail. The Hustle.
Sorry.
Listen to What the Man
Sorry.
Says by Wings.
Yeah.
Okay. And in '83, Janet,
Yes.
was it Every Breath You Take or Too Shy by Kajagoogoo?
Every breath you take would be what I was dancing to.
My son sings Shy Shy.
Shy, shy,
He
shy,
loves
shy.
it. Okay.
I won't sing it for
But
anybody.
in '91,
Yeah.
Unbelievable by EMF or Right Here, Right Now by Jesus Jones.
Unbelievable by EMF.
And our
There you
producer
go.
of Media Talk is telling us to
Thank
wrap
you.
it up.
that would be
I'm
my
at 6:02. I'm perfect.
Frank, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to have you with what I was
Always a
dancing
pleasure
to.
to be here.
We are going to take our next break, and when Pete and I come back, we will be chatting with David Warner, editor of Creative Loafing.
I forget what I'm supposed to
Media
say.
Talk is presented by Tampa Digital Studios, sponsored by the Creative Loafing. Come down to Tampa Bay Brewing Company, Media Mix. Lots of people here, some grubs, some special drink specials.
Come on down.
And we'll see you right back here in 60 seconds.